Good morning, Mrs. Landry.
Hi.
Thank you very much for being willing to do a video testimonial for Paul Davis Restoration and Remodeling.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us what happened at your house?
Yes, I have two daughters, and my youngest was upstairs running the bathtub, and she forgot the bathtub was running, and I was downstairs here in the kitchen cleaning up 10:30 at night, and just heard water overhead, which was not normal, and I ran upstairs. The bathtub was overflowing, and within 5 minutes, water was coming out of my recess light here in the kitchen ceiling. Over here above the kitchen table ceiling, immediately down my walls, you could just see water coming down the walls. Floors were already starting to buckle up. Within 5 minutes, we just had a lot of damage, a lot of water damage. So we just basically cleaned everything up, and the next morning I called State Farm, which is my insurance carrier, and my insurance company, and they referred me to Paul Davis Restoration, and we gave you guys a call, and within 20 minutes I had Ian Thomas out here to look over everything. I think that same day or the very next morning they were out here ripping out my ceilings, my floors, putting in the humidifiers, the blowers. Took 8 days to dry out my house. They had to do the upstairs where the tub was located, downstairs, even in the crawl space they had to come. I mean, it was 8 days of drying out. But they were on it, and every time they had to come out here, they called me, gave me a heads up. If they were running early, they called me. If they were running late, they called me. I mean, they were so on the ball. If I had an issue, I called his cell phone. He was out here within 15 minutes, 30 minutes, fixing the problem. Once that was all dried up, then the second supervisor came in, which was Chris Sports. And I mean, I didn't have to do anything. Everything was covered. I had a padlock on the door, which I was a little uncertain about having people just coming in because they had the key to get in my house. But everybody through Paul Davis, they told me, was screens, background check. Everybody who I encountered, all the subcontractors, professional, did their job, no nonsense. I mean, I've never dealt with a company like this. And if I told my husband when we're ready to redo our kitchen or add an addition or do something to our house, I won't even shop around. I will just use Paul Davis because I've never dealt with a company who crossed their T's, dotted their I's. I mean, there was just no issues. My house was completely repaired within 2 months. Everything that they said they were going to do, they did it. Anytime somebody was supposed to come out, they were here. I've told so many people about it because coming from South Florida, we have people just do not know how to service. They say they're going to show up, they don't show up, they don't call. It's completely opposite with Paul Davis Restoration. I will so use them in the future. I will refer them to everybody. I have a girlfriend who's actually using them this summer for her house, and she has the same issue. So, wonderful company. I really appreciate all their work, hard work.
I can't think of a single thing to add to that because
you know what? As bad as the experience was, it was such an easy repair, renovation. There was no hassle. So as bad as it was, because it was catastrophic, it was a lot of money to repair it, but dealing with Paul Davis, there was nothing for me to do. It was such an easy fix. Easy fix.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad you decided to call Paul.
You're welcome.